Are you able to hear me now? I certainly hope so. Okay. So yeah, I got some feedback. Okay, so I don't know what the deal is. I don't know what the deal is right now, but for some reason my PC is not picking up certain things, and I'm not entirely sure why. But I guess we're just gonna have to live with it, and you're gonna have to listen to some real dog audio in the meantime. Maybe I should have turned off and turned my computer back on again. But I've already started. I've got the sunk cost fallacy in full swing. I'm sorry, what? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. But yeah, just gonna make sure that everything is visible. Why didn't I stream on Friday? I had left a community post detailing that. Uh, oh yeah, that's totally fine. I'm Sweat Inf. Feel free to use Google Translate so you can write something in your native language, run it through that, and then you can just paste it here. But that's neither here nor there. I just wanted to say welcome back. In the community post, I mentioned that I had company yesterday, so I wasn't able to stream like I intended. So I'm streaming on Saturday, at least in my time zone, and we should be able to go from there. Actually, I do think I have forgotten something. And I should be able to get to my community tab just to be safe so I can actually share it. Okay, so I got the link. Should be able to share it on Discord as well. If I can find all the places I'm able to self-promote, because that is an option, and I should capitalize on it as best as I can. So that Discord, where's the other Discord? Main domain, self-promo. Ah, self-promo. Okay, so I've got it shared on Discord, and we should be ready to go. Oh, 7 posts, that's a lot. Yeah, I was not expecting that many posts since then. I still hope that I will get more subs in the future and that I'm able to do this more seriously full time, because I keep getting sidetracked with a bunch of things and not committing myself to the bit as much as I should be, but that's neither here nor there. So, off to the Cursed Trains! From Train of Thought's Discord. Go check out his Discord in the link in the description down below. Go check out his YouTube channel and his Twitter. No, this is not VR chat. This is just a regular motion tracking program. Otherwise, I'd have full body tracking to an extent. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we can certainly do that later. We can certainly do that later. If anybody has any suggestions or things or questions or comments that they want to mention, now would be the time before we jump straight into it. this is where we left off. I'll just give everybody a moment to type whatever it is they wanted to type. I do wish, though, that my microphone would actually be recognized by my dang PC, because that's like a really important thing that I was hoping. Yes, I'm familiar with the fact that the Polar Express was released in the mid 2000s because I watched it in theaters. It was alright. So, okay, take your time. Anyway, anybody have any suggestions before we hop into it? Hey there, welcome to the stream. If I haven't recognized or acknowledged everybody already, I just wanted to say, hey there, I'm Sweat, Oomph, and CP Rail and MRL, and Amtrak Band 19. I'm trying to see if there's anybody else here. I'm not able to get that much context other than what's already been posted previously. Yeah, I'm gonna have to deal with the chat one point or another. Anyway, on to the cursed trains! Now we start with this weird right over here. Oh, yeah, I can certainly do that. I'm just gonna wrap up here first. So, Bolt the Sailor says, I don't know what this is, and if it's been posted here before. I think it may have, but it's still weird. Broadster, why did Snowpiercer do this? I feel like this is gonna get claimed. So we're just gonna mute it. Wait, why does it have tracks? Like, not those kinds of tracks, but like tank treads. I don't know why they did that. Is it supposed to be like that? Yeah, it's Snowpiercer, but I was just kind of wondering why it would have regular train wheels and then a bunch of tracks behind it, tank tracks, that is. Ooh, it's
the Milwaukee Road,
and it's in flute form. If that's not cursed, I don't know what is. July 3rd and 4th of 19, I want to say, is that 35? Maybe I should open it in a new tab. Let's see what that says. Yeah, 1935. Should have suspected that. But yeah, I'm just gonna scoot this over here for a sec into my other display. I thought I'd be smart and be able to stick it on my second screen, but I guess not. Yep, it's almost the end of the year, and I can't believe it. You know? Time has flown by too quickly. I should have been able to capitalize on it a lot more. I'm gonna blink and I'm going to be 40, and I can't fathom the thought of it. So yeah, Muka Skyla, this is a classic repost. Yeah, it will be New Year's Eve to New Year's Day. The ball will drop in Times Square. Let's see, Melbourne Works Tram 8W was built as a scrubber vehicle for tram rail surfaces by the MMTB in 1934 using the calves of C-Class tram number 32, working on the now defunct Footscray tram network for several years. By the 90s, these trams were no longer needed and sent to a museum. Which, you know, I wouldn't see it any other way. Also, hi there, Panzer Fox, aka Franz the Fox Demon. Here's your other post. The M100, The M10,000 class of locomotives. Skip to the stats, check uh, the Don's track page for more picks. Original M10K Pullman standard gas electric locos. And the 10,001 were the standard diesel electric. And then there was the 10,002, which was the Pullman standard diesel type. I mean, diesel electric locomotive. That's interesting. So let's take a closer look. Oh, these. Oh, that's weird. The rear has the buffet slash kitchen in the back. Would have been nice to actually have it for something else. Total visitors to date. Union Pacific Streamliner power car. Here's the power plant, so to speak. Here's the cab. And here it is for the Union Pacific. And apparently the little kitchen is back here instead of having a nice observation deck or observation lounge like you'd come to expect. But yeah, these are weird, mother. And we've seen them before, but not of these specific images running on the road. Speaking of which, ooh, this one's really long. I don't remember them being that long. But yeah, here's the basic. Here's the other stuff. So yeah, we did see that on the roads. So road train means it's time to spin the wheel. Just gonna scoot this up just a bit. Yeah, like the Pioneer Zephyr. So, round and round the wheel she goes. Where she stops, nobody knows. Well, that was easy.
The Milwaukee Road.
So I'll just mark that as done. I will close this dumb ad, and I will just vanish into the void. It appears I have yet to fix that, so gonna have to worry about that later. I don't know why I keep getting notifications while I'm streaming from Discord, and I don't hear them outside of those instances. So let's see. Avatar selection, select, settings, general settings, camera. Custom 3 it is? Yeah, I think it's custom 3. Who could be pinging me now? Oh, it's just a bunch of other unimportant things. So, sorry, my throat's acting up. So we should be able to just head on back. And we're here. And I'm here. And we're ready to go, because I'm
The Milwaukee Road.
So yeah, we got that. Let's head on over to the next post. But yes, welcome to the stream, Panzer Fox, if I hadn't said that already. Oh, this is weird. From USS Salem. I'd say Mrs., but moving on. Yeah, I'm familiar with that. I hear about it quite a lot, and there's a Lego fan that's recreated it in Lego, which I thought was kind of fascinating because recreating narrow gauge on Lego is kind of difficult because there are certain track configurations that aren't sold directly by Lego, especially the switches and the crossings. They only have straight and curved segments, and the curved segments only come in one radius. But yeah, this is a weird funnel if I've ever seen it. A funny funnel of all things, so we're just going to spin this and see what happens. Yes. So, the human! So yeah, we're just going to mark that down. We're going to go once again, very quickly, into the void while I go and change avatars one post after the other. But this one's pretty lackluster, pretty mundane. Just gonna plop that here. And this here. Okay. And I should be able to just bounce right back. That's better. Though I think my hat is starting to jumble around like it's a prop and prop hunt, or Gary's mod, I should say. Yeah, it does become tabs roulette, though I still have yet to add the other punishments and rewards and stuff. But that's neither here nor there. So, funny funnel. Right there. But yeah, that's a skyline casing for the FEF from USS Salem. The Union Pacific Snow Loader / Snow Melter. Two of these were built in 1949, both retired in 68. Ooh. I don't think I've seen them look like this before. Above, a snow loading and melting outfit. So I've seen my fair share of snowblowers and rotary snowplows and the like, but I've never seen a device that deliberately gobbles up the snow, runs it up a conveyor, and then just melts it in this tank back here, presumably, and then it just pours out through this outlet here like nothing happened. That is particularly strange. Very strange. But I can't knock them for trying. Day tripping on Santa's steam train. From Adam the Anime Teen. Found this on BBC News' TikTok. BBC, please delete your TikTok account. Oh, he coming. It's El Gobernador. This really should be in the the memes posts. Ooh, smaller ones for street use. Interesting. This one is from RK315, and they say it looks like crap. And to be honest, it kind of does. Especially with that valve gear, that looks atrocious. Let's get a close-up. Yeah, real snow machine. So the longer I look at this, the worse it gets. The number plates are at a weird angle. Pilot wheel's a little too small, the gap here's too big. There shouldn't be this giant metal hunk down here, and the plow's a little too short. And the drivers, those drivers. For some reason or another, the valve gear is just completely a jumbled mess. No way that's going to move an inch. And for some reason, the trailing wheels under the boiler in the firebox specifically are from some sort of a freight car instead of any actual prototypically accurate trailing wheels. And then there's whatever that is going on back here because the tender's backwards. And there's something weird about the trucks. I don't know what it is. I can't begin to fathom it. But thanks. I hate it. Let's see. Christmas light train. This train set is 250 centimeters tall, 600 centimeters long. A custom order. No matter what size you want, they'll make it accordingly. Out of PVC and a bunch of stuff. So yeah, made to order custom holiday decorations. Yes, everything about this picture is wrong. Everything about this picture is wrong. From the fact that this is the drive wheel instead of this, to the fact that the plow looks all weird, and the funnel, I don't know. Does this count as a funny funnel? It looks kind of weird to me, but considering all the things that we've seen previously, I'm not sure it's up to muster. Just type 1 for yes, type 2 for no. Is it a funny funnel or no? Ooh, this is weird. From the Republic Clanker. Oh, someone actually did? Okay, I'll make a note of that. So yeah, this is strange, at least in terms of its livery, but I feel like there's something in the article that'll probably give more context. Baltimore's train guys, railroad train line, rail fine, guides home, signal home, Baltimore Sun. Just give me the article, please. It can't be that hard to. Oh, sweet Jesus. This is a very long page. So let's see. This is a. Oh, this is a comprehensive timeline. That's what's going on here. Maryland signs an operating agreement with Baltimore and Ohio to pay for the losses from operating passenger commuter service and to buy equipment. Western Maryland is no longer independent operated entity. West Virginia subsidizes Baltimore and Ohio. Passenger service from Brunswick to Martinsburg. Blah, 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 blah. I just thought this would be a basic short story, but apparently this is just a giant wall of text filled with exposition on a certain railway from the Northeastern Corridor and merger mania. So we got the Central Pacific here, which goes to the Sioux line. Actually, no, Canadian Pacific. Or is it? I don't know. Baltimore and Ohio, Chesapeake, Ohio, Western Maryland, Baltimore and Ohio, and I want to say Connecticut merged to the Chessie system, which merges with Clinchfield and a whole bunch of other entities to become CSX. We got the Kansas City Southern heading over here. I don't think I've heard of the PAR, nor have I heard of BCR or the Misabi. Okay, maybe the Misabi line sounds vaguely familiar. Oh, glad to see you're back. I know the internet's been acting up for some people lately. Yeah, here's the mergers for the BNSF. Here are the mergers for whatever this is. Illinois Central, I don't know what this is. It's merging into something. And then there's a Union Pacific here, which seems to have merged with all this other stuff. And then a whole bunch of other things. And here we got the big four, BNSF, Union Pacific, Northern, and Norfolk Southern, and the CSX. So, it's all a question of whether or not they're all going to merge into one super duper monopoly thing and then get broken up by the Sherman Antitrust Act. But something tells me that's not going to come. Oh, we got some weird anomalies here. So just going to mark this from Mukaskila as a repost. And also going to react with F and pay respects. Because all of these are reposts, not going to lie. Because that's a repost, and that's definitely a repost. Definitely cursed, though. Also a repost, though I have to admit this one's not very often shared. And this is definitely cursed, but it's also a repost. Trust me, I cared about school. If I cared about school a bit more, maybe I'd actually be somewhere. I say this as someone who graduated cum laude from a university with a 4-year degree and a minor in urban regional planning. Oh, okay. So let's see. What is this from Fuchi? I don't think this is Minecraft, is it? Oh, it is Minecraft. Oh, no. Oh, no. What the actual... Let's turn on some audio and go full screen. Oh, man. Oh boy, it is struggling. But at least it looks like the valve gear is working. But I have a strange feeling that this is from a mod. You think so? I know that we've been running kind of slim on supplies for cursed trains because there are so many reposts, but there's always something new that comes up. Yes. Oh. I don't go to school anymore. I graduated from university. Uh, like I said, I graduated cum laude with bachelor's in environmental studies and a minor in urban regional planning. I went to graduate school for a bit and then I just kind of dropped out. I can't say that I'm lucky because I went through all the motions that I thought I was supposed to do to secure the American dream for myself, and I'm stuck at home unemployed. But that's probably neither here nor there. I'm gonna make an adjustment to this hat so it will stop jiggling. I don't need it twerking on my head consistently. So yeah, Odenny B, hide and seek champion of 2005, and I certainly can't deny that. I just have no idea how it got there. It is. It is. That's why you try to do something about the bullying while you still can. But yeah, Friends of Fox Demon, Panzer Fox, another post. Christmas lights on trains. In this case, we got ourselves. I'm trying to remember what it's called. It says Dream Lights here for the parade, but I have a strange feeling this is in the center of Disneyland, and usually when I think of Disneyland, I think of the Disneyland, what is it, Electric Parade or something? I forget what it's called. And here's another parade float from another parade. At least they put some effort into this. This one they weren't even trying, but I think this is on the water, of course, because of the reflection. And it's the Polar Express because me, I guess. Like, they couldn't be bothered to try, but this is one of those, what is it called? It's a pontoon boat, but it's a certain type of pontoon boat slash barge. I was gonna say catamaran because it's dual hold, it seems. And then there's this. I was gonna add this as a thumbnail at some point, but I was never able to get a good angle of it that worked for me. Maybe next year. But yeah, we've seen this before. Very cursed. Not gonna lie. Oh, and this one. I was thinking of using this as a thumbnail too, but I couldn't be bothered to find one that actually was decent enough. So we got that going for us. But yeah, this is a streetcar somewhere, I'm assuming in Europe, and for some reason they have this completely set up for the holidays, and I don't know why. I would think it would work for a thumbnail, and I've tried multiple different ways of formatting it so it works, but every time it just doesn't quite cut the mustard. Oh no, what's this? From Jackalus. It says, Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. That is some driving gear. I'll just say that. It is driving gear of all time. But yeah, this is one of those, I want to say traction motor logos. Just super duper weird. That is truly novel. Yep, they're all screwed up. And of course, because why not? From you, Christmas tree decorations, along with fake trees, all from Pinterest. So we'll start over here, the North Pole, and this is just a smorgasbord of decorations on this tree. I've never seen a tree so humiliated with so many decorations. But yeah, we got all the tickets for the Polar Express. We got the North Pole marked up here. Conductor's hat, because why not? And for some reason, there's a battery-operated train that you can buy online, or maybe at the hardware store, that you can just install on your tree. And I just don't know how exactly you get that to work, unless it's artificial, like an artificial tree. This looks like it's at a mall. If the passageway is covered in graded barriers is any indication, that roll up like a garage door. So we got a logo here, hat here. We got the G-scale version of Lionel's Polar Express, presumably, and it seems to have just been tacked on as an afterthought to this tree, along with just more train memorabilia for the Polar Express, and that was definitely cursed when I saw it when I was browsing for potential submission options. And here's at a convention of some sort. Must be a tree contest, like the one they have in downtown San Jose. So yeah, this is a train-themed one. We got a bunch of little train Gucci dotties, like wood whistles. No pun intended. Some railroad signs. Conductor's cap at the top, because why not? But yeah, overall festive, not particularly cursed train in the aspect of actually being a train, but it is train related, and I have to give them that. Was there any other trees? Oh, right, from the Hawthorne Village, because of course. Hawthorne Village from the Bradford Exchange. And I don't know what it is. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 vignettes of multiple trains going around clockwise and counterclockwise, with some sceneries that just seem straight out of a Thomas Kincaid painting, which isn't necessarily a good thing. And then there's this. Oh boy, this looks like a custom one over here. So we got an HO scale, or an N scale, then an HO scale, and then we got the O scale at the bottom, because of course we would, why wouldn't we? And it's tin plate, which is interesting and nice. Lionel. Lionel decorations in the tree, like this ornament here. Now I'm just gobsmacked at how impressive this is. Like, just pray there isn't an earthquake, because I know something's just gonna fall off that tree. Yeah, the triple rail tracks that are so indicative of O scale, though there is 2 rail O scale these days, but I don't see it taking off that much these days. It's like S scale, just kind of a niche that interests a handful of people quite a lot, but demographically not a very large group of people. I just wish I had a better resolution of this, because I want to look at all the little intricate details of how this was all assembled. It's quite impressive. I consider this blurst. Oh, okay, this is definitely cursed. This can just write off. Because this isn't a tree, this is just a mistake. Oh, okay, I'll make a note of that. Oh, that's fair, that's fair. But yeah, we got the latest LEGO train, holiday train, well, second latest, I think. And we got a HO scale vignette down here on this platform, and then down here we got another HO scale, and another HO scale, and then another HO scale, but It seems to be representing different eras, presumably. I don't know. Different times, different places, with all the little ceramic houses and stuff. Just, I love it and I hate it. I hate that I love it. I love that I hate it. That's all I can say. Yeah, it's a bunch of stacked platforms. It's an excuse of a tree. And I think this is in New York City. This is the main atrium to, I wanted to say Central Station in New York City. Yes, quote unquote, a Christmas tree. Kind of like this one, because to be honest, I think this is just a metal frame with uh, pine needle trimmings on the outside and just completely hollow on the inside to make it easier to assemble and disassemble. We've got a whole bunch of logos to all sorts of railroads that have been lost to time and history and corporate mergings, as well as some familiar ones that are still around, like Amtrak, which we've got the original Phase 1 and more recent, I want to say, Phase 3 through 5? I don't know. But yeah, I'm not sure if that counts. Let's see. Bassendean. And they have said the following. IDK, or I don't know. Oh yeah, that's weird. I should probably use that as a thumbnail at some point. Oh, I don't remember this one though. Or at least not very well, if any. And something about this just looks so fundamentally wrong. There was a
The Milwaukee Road.
sign on one of those trees, I think. If not, it was the Hiawatha, which was run and operated by,
The Milwaukee Road.
if I recall correctly, because I can see the little Hiawatha dude. Oh, wrong thingamajig. I just want to open this in a new tab. Why is it just trying to save the image? I just want to open the image in a new tab. Copy image. Paste image. Ah, frick me. My computer's doing all sorts of weird stuff. But yeah, this is the day out with Thomas that nobody asks for. Just gonna mark that as a repost, because it kinda is. Here's another one from Panzerfox. A little train someone made from YouTube. Laura Jean's Wreath Room. Obviously, this was posted on after the fact in Photoshop or whatever, as a logo or whatever. But yeah, this is disgusting. This is disgusting. And I'm not really a fan of peppermint, to be honest. Like, I like candy canes as much as the next person, but the peppermint flavor can just right off. It's a tiny little funnel. Does this count? I feel like it counts. Just type 1 for yes, 2 for no. I'm still debating it. Oh boy, Trays, what are you doing? What are you doing? Okay, so now it's opening in a new tab. But, oh my gosh. Why didn't I think of this? I'm glad I didn't think of it, but now this is going to live rent-free in my head. Oh boy. So, yeah, that is super duper cursed. From Trays, I thank you for that. This creature, whilst looking at images of the Case 37 from the Steam team. Is that a statue? Like a static statue sculpture thing? Or is this an actual prototypical locomotive? It's kind of hard to tell. Let's find out. Images. Paste. It seems to be having trouble trying to make any assessment of it. Hopefully it's not AI. I don't think it is. But yeah, let's open this in a new tab. Should be around here somewhere. But something tells me it's not going to be. But yeah, these are a bunch of stock images, and none of them are the ones that I was looking for, which is kind of unfortunate. But yeah, let's see more exact matches. Shutterstock, iStock, iStock, Shutterstock. Pixneo, Adobe. Yeah, I'm not gonna see it here, am I? Like, I'm just gonna scroll to the very bottom, and it's just gonna add more images to the bottom. Or not. Ooh, it's a little marklet. Whatever. I tried my best. I did my dangdest. And unfortunately, it didn't pan out. But I guess that's okay, we'll just work around it. I guess I'll just never know. I'll never know. Yeah, in the search results to Adobe, there were a bunch of German locomotives. But there's a bunch of goofy ones over here as well. Like this one! Right here, like, doesn't support a secure connection. Don't care. That's why I have antivirus. Oh. Oh. Yeah, that is a weirdo. That is a weirdo. And that's a goober. And that's a goober. More goobers. Yeah, I'm gonna have to post this at some point, maybe. And another one from Panzer Fox. The electric Christmas train rides from trainridesmanufacturer.com. And I don't know about you, but I have seen websites that sell these things. They are filled with atrocities. Like this. And this. And this. And this. And you can get them for cheap online from China or India, because apparently that's just something they do there. I have no idea what that smoke box was, to be honest. But this is atrocious. This is truly atrocious. Like, it's got a funny funnel if I've ever seen one. So if that's not an excuse to spin the wheel, I don't know what is. Wait a minute, I'm already human. I should have removed this one. Let's hide this choice. Spin the wheel again. Okay. Rendered by Ubisoft. My least favorite of all my customizations. So I'm just going to hop right back down into the void. While I go back and select this. Just shift key here. Post this here. Plonk this down here. Okay. That's better. Let's teleport back. Okay. So, next up, actually, we might be able to see more, now that I think about it, from the train rides manufacturer. Carnival rides from Dinas. We got some more cursed images of stuff that we just saw. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know it was going to glow so bright. But I know that they have... Oh! Oh! That is atrocious. That is atrocious. Get a free quote? Why can't they just... I don't know. Oh, oh. Okay, that's not as bad, but still not great. And then there's stuff for sale. There's a whole bunch of weird stuff around here. Like, it just doesn't end. Yes, they're everywhere. Let's see what Lucas M has. Okay. Okay, that is weird. Is this Photoshop or is this real? This can't be real. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Gotta copy this and smack that into a Google image search. Let's paste that bad boy there. Okay, so we can kind of get a vague idea of the source material, but it seems to be unique. Very, very, very unique. Like Photoshop unique, of course. Is it the 611? Because it looks like it's an Australian logo that's been photoshopped atop some sort of a diesel car. Like this. With all the windows. Except with more windows. And then that was like chop-shopped in Photoshop on top of a locomotive from Australia or whatever. I can spot the cow catchers and plows from Australia from a mile away. I don't know what it is. They're so minimalistic in their design, and they don't look like they're built to push things out of the way. But yeah, Google thinks this is a 611 from the Norfolk and Western, which it's not. Find image source. There are no web pages or duplicate images. Let's see if cropping it changes the results. Yeah, that doesn't help much. V200. I think I've heard that one. Yep, it's not making heads or tails of it. But yeah, V200. The Deutschbahn V200. Or actually, Deutsche Bundesbahn. So yeah, I can vaguely see the resemblance, but not exactly. Whatever. This is interesting. It is worthy of its title. We got J2 here with the remnants of the little engine that could, that was duplicated or recreated in real life many years ago, and for some reason got repainted green and just left to rot out in the weather for some reason. Technically a repost, so yeah, definitely not Emily. Hey Xander, welcome to the stream. Oh yeah, that's totally fine. I'm not entirely sure what you needed a break from, but whatever it is, I hope that you were able to resolve whatever it is you needed a break from so that you could come back. Because I know people are busy and they have things to take care of. So this is from the user content deleted, and this just says, laughing my off. And you know, if that isn't laughing my butt off, then I don't know what is. So let's take a closer look. This is Bob. I like Bob. How does the rest of it go? No, wait. The line was, I think I like this locomotive. I think I'll call him Bob. Moments later, Bob was dismembered. Oh, from Butts McGee, this is another repost of a steam motor powered locomotive instead of a steam engine powered locomotive. I don't laugh very much. I've never had much of an incentive to. And it's kind of hard for me. I don't want to force it. I want it to kind of happen organically. And normally when it does, I kind of have to catch my breath because it just catches me off guard. Oh yeah, I will get to it. We're almost done here. This is from Fred, the Queensland Winton Rail Motor. Which, yeah, that's kind of weird. I don't know why the radiator's all the way up here. We got Jackless again with... I don't know what this is. Gonna have to take a closer look at that. And here's another image of it. And then the last one's from me, Metal Mike, which is just a classic repost. Another, I want to say Union Pacific DDX, was it 40A or was it something else? I don't know. Yeah, DDA 40X. So yeah, we should be able to hop on over to Benny Boy's Discord to go check out the latest in terms of cursed trains. This is where we left off, I think. We've got Lucas or something like that over here with an inspection loco, which I think we've seen before, but that doesn't make it any less cursed. I should note, though, I don't think I've seen any movies this year, and I don't think watching it at home counts. But yeah, let me bounce back over here because I do think I saw a funny funnel. Yeah, because this is a Steam logo. It's got to have a funnel going straight up, so gonna have to go and spin the wheel. I guess, oh boy. Shut up, Morty, I'm a pickle now. I'm a pickle, Morty, look at it. So yeah, let's just hide that there. I will just off into the void. Let go and make some adjustments. Custom 2. Yeah, I think this works. There we go. I'm trying to remember, what did I see at home? Because there was one that I saw most of the other day. Oh, now I remember, it was Beetlejuice. It felt kind of rushed, if you ask me, in terms of the plot. So yeah, we got the famous Toblerone train. And this is technically a funny funnel, but it's a repost. I'm not sure if it counts. I need to go watch that again. Catch up on those Christmas movies because I haven't seen them in ages. This is from Lego Master 116. And this is a weird little switcher of some sort. And I'm not entirely sure what to make of it. But it is photo plate number, I want to say 22, tramway engine, 18-inch gauge. Oh, that is very narrow. I can't imagine what kind of application it has other than industrial. But if this isn't a funny funnel and this isn't a funny funnel, then I don't know what is. So, time to spin the wheel! Post-it note. Just gonna mark that as done, so it'll neutralize if I hit it again. Should be able to go through here. There we go. Oh. I would place it somewhere else, but for some reason the program doesn't recognize the rest of the model as part of the model, so just gonna have to make a note of that. Hey there, Swissman. The S1 and the T1 and the GG1. I like all of them. That's my opinion. I'm not sure I can particularly have favorites. That's like trying to pick your favorite child, because there isn't one. Here's the post from Amtrak 19YT, the Curse GTW. Oh, we have? Whatever. Anyway, Amtrak fans got the cursed GTW P32AC DM202, which I feel like that's a repost for some reason. Got Lego Master 116, which is a cross post. We've got this Amtrak EAB unit from Amtrak fan. That's new. That is definitely new. I have a feeling this is Photoshop, but I can't say with absolute certainty because it's so clean cut. This is definitely Photoshop, and it can just write off. It looks cool, but the MTA definitely did not have this. And the Penn Central definitely didn't come in these colors. But I'm still kind of impressed with the clean line work here. Well, for the most part, there are a few exceptions. And here we've got Via Rail, but it's the locomotives used by the government of Ontario on their train consists, which is not the weirdest thing, but still strange. Also have announced the conversion of the Avelia Liberty Power cars into non-powered control units to replace aging Metroliner cab cars from the former F40M PCUs due to numerous delays related to the train set's entry into service. Amtrak made the decision earlier this month to convert all 56 power cars to replace the rapidly deteriorating cab cars currently in service. Press exited out. Yeah, definitely Go Transit. So, something about this seems off. I can't put my finger on it. And we've got black and yellow livery for the Union Pacific, which I don't think they have that. But I should be able to go take a look on images again. Paste that bad boy to find a source. It would appear that... yeah, this is Southern Pacific, not Union Pacific. Though it does look like it has its number changed when it merged with the Union Pacific. So yeah. This is from that... yeah, this is definitely Photoshop, because this poster, WTX 1408, has been posting Photoshop liveries for quite some time now. I don't know. It's just fantasy paint schemes. That's all I can think of. And last but not least, this post here, which is a rewind of a video we've seen before, which I guess is kind of funny. Okay, so we've seen all of that. We've seen everything on Train of Thought's Discord, as far as I can tell. And we've seen everything on Benny Boy's Discord. Anybody have any suggestions? Or questions or comments that they want to make before wrapping things up? Oh, yeah, we could certainly do that. If I can find the correct page. No pun intended. Let's see. Jacket Jail Fries at it again. So let's see, a day ago. Sorry. Got ourselves some classics. And some new ones too. Oh wow. So this is where we left off with just Cartman. This is the later post. And these are all funny, in my opinion, if it will actually show me. Hot Dog Castle class. Don the 202 inspiration. Yes, the 006. CSX sponsored by Curse Drawings I did, and Topper the 020. So yeah, we got ourselves the Castle class. The Onion Pacific, or just Onion. It says 006, but it's actually a 060. The latest rebuild for the CSX with added cab. And just frowny face. And this is, yeah. Oh, it's okay jacket from Jess Keith. And I'm so confused by the Hog Southern Railway dogs. Or hot Southern Railway dogs. Yeah, I can see the comments down here. Hey there, welcome to the stream. Is it okay if we look at your posts? I probably should have asked that first, but I haven't seen you in a while. And people ask me to continue looking at them. So, that's that post from 7 days ago. We should be able to move on to the next post with more curse drawings. If it'll load for me. Yeah, I think we were all kind of worried, to be honest. So yeah, more cursed trains. We got ourselves one comment from CP Rail MRL. It says, and I quote, "This gets serious by this thing, Flynn the coffee pot." I don't know what that's supposed to mean, but whatever. So let's see, we got ourselves some sort of a Hazler, I want to say? No, a Climax called the Gator, which for some... Oh no, it's a 424. That's different. Okay, so yeah, tiny wheel, high torque, low velocity. And we've got the I ran out of ideas locomotive, minus 82. And we got it configured as a 040 plus 020. And Large Gerald, the 216-2. Ain't no way that's going to be able to survive on a curve. Especially considering that time the Soviets tried to make one of the largest single-frame locos ever in terms of wheel arrangements, and that was a complete disaster. So yeah, we got this. Let's hop over to the next one. Oh yeah, that's totally fine. So let's see, what else do we have here? There are so many posts, I swear. We have a lot to catch up on. So our next post from Jacket Jail Fries has the following, and the comments at the bottom says, "Milk tank, but tank engine." Which, you know, not gonna lie, that does check out. And then there was the other one. So this is the one we saw. This is the other one we need to see. Just going to open that in a new tab. The response to that is tram engines like Toby. Definitely so, though not of that wheel configuration. Let's see what else is there. Because I think I got this one. Oh, I didn't mean to close that tab. And we got the, yeah, we got this one. Open link in new tab. Open link in new tab. Okay, now it seems to be working where I can just open the link in a new tab. I was worried I wouldn't be able to do that. Oh, no worries, that's totally fine. Okay, so we got the 062620 Jerry with an R backwards for some reason. Oh, let's see. Yeah, we should be able to take a closer look at this. And yeah, this is a build of all time. The improved Abysmal 020 locomotive with a tender with more wheels than the actual locomotive. And of course, it's got a number plate that says 69420, which is
nice.
And here's the milk tanker coffee pot, which is a 446. Where's the operator supposed to stand? Because, like, the fuel needs to go into this vertical boiler, as well as the milk, which, okay. But if the milk's stored here, where's the fuel stored? And there's no shelter for the poor operators, both the fireman and the engineer. Oh well. Now we got this one from Jagged Jail Fries as well. Let's see. A small Emily, like the Scarlet Railway, it says. And I would just want to soak this in, because we've got Bob, the 4-2-0, which...
nice.
Well, it's not most British steam locomotives. There are some that I have a soft spot for, Castle Class being one of them, as well as the one that was supposed to be a Castle Class but wasn't a Castle Class that was used in the Harry Potter films. I can't remember which locomotive that was. The A4s, definitely like those. Oh, I hadn't noticed. That's a good thing that you pointed that out. Thank you. But yeah, here's Bob. I think I'll call him Bob. Moments later, Bob was dismembered. But yeah, this is a traction motor loco. We got Tiny, which is a banking loco with such tiny wheels for extra torque, but a small piston for some reason. The number 33, we've got the articulated DOT 2442 Fontaine loco, based on the Fontaine concept, as well as Siggy Strasser. And we got the unnamed narrow gauge 222, -1. So we got that. We've got this one, which has 2 comments. One is saying, another thing, Garrett word. And this stuff actually doesn't look all that cursed, from Jess Keith. Well, it's not that I just think it's okay. It's mid. It's not extraordinary. It's not something I dislike. It's just a locomotive of all time. Just not the locomotive of all time, in my perspective. So we got ourselves a goofy Garrett, the 22244 Garrett loco, though technically it should be the 22 plus 2 plus, 2-4 plus 040, but whatever. The 2 small tank engine, which that is a very, very long extension for the headboard and the coupler here, also here in the back. And the Penn Central cursed boxcar with, let's see how many axles, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 axles for 24 wheels. That's a lot. And we got, of course, the 0222220 Joey banking locomotive from
The Milwaukee Road.
So we got that going for us. And last but not least, the messed up. And the replies are, oh no, it's Rhenius from Thomas and Puffing Billy Railway. And Jess Keith says, like I said, probably can't even go a foot before exploding. Or blowing up, as it would say. If I want to be more verbatim. So, messed up. The traction engine locomotive 040, which looks kind of goofy, as I would expect. I'm the greatest engine of all time! Quote, messed up. Messed up would be good at messing things up. Second interviewed person. I don't need to look at this train. I can feel its aura from here. Another interviewed person. Plus 100 social credit from messed up, December 19th. I could totally imagine you having a lot of fun with this concept, and I look forward to the kinds of zany things that you come up with in the future. This is the same post as before, so we should be able to just bounce back over here. Oh, and the last post is just the same one as before. But there's more comments, so... Jess Keith stated, I doubt something like this... Oh yeah, it's the same thing. Rhenius getting messed up by side rods, I see. There's also a video. I think I did, yes. Very much so, in a previous stream. Yeah, this is... Yeah, we definitely saw this one. Pretty sure of it. Oh, it's muted. Hold on.
You get banned from this street. You're never coming back. I'm done. What do you win? I'll tell you what you win. You get banned.
So yeah, this is from December 20th last week. But yeah, that was funny. And let's see. Was a good... I was at a train garden today. This one's... interesting. It's O-scale, which normally when I think of gardens, I think of, you know, garden scale, but O-scale is fine. O-scale's good. You want me to look at the comments on that too? Oh boy, let me crack open my history. I would imagine. It looked pretty big and there was a lot of stuff there. So let me just bounce back to history. Should be here. There is no description. Wow, Jacket, it was hard. You had a great train garden model like HO scale locomotives or something. I'm having trouble interpreting this. I'm not sure if it's a translation issue or something else, but I can say that this is weird.
There are 3 such trains running in China which are the most unique. You will get to see this train only in China in the whole world. First is the light mono train running in Chongqing City.
Well, I don't think that's an accurate fact, but we're going to move on. Okay, so there was a post from earlier of this goofy looking thing that I don't think I got to read. So yeah, old inspection engine at the Graz Kolflach Railway. In our issue of November 15th, 1907, there appeared a brief illustrated notice of a curious inspection engine built in 1876. Our esteemed correspondent R.V. Hogler of the Austrian Southern Railway supplied 2 photographs and a sketch diagram of the locomotive, which were reproduced, but since then he has been so fortunate as to obtain possession of a photograph, here reproduced, showing the engine as originally built. It was mentioned in an earlier notice that there were 2 cylinders of 2 3/4 inch diameter by 4 3/4 inch stroke, supplied with steam at 118 pounds pressure from a small loco-type boiler. The driving shaft had 2 heavy flywheels connected by endless straps with 2 pulleys on the axle and the rear pair of wheels of the carriage body, and by means of this, gearing a speed of 20 miles per hour was obtained on the level and downhill. Oh, I could imagine it would be hard. Yeah, the carriage body had seats in the front and behind for the inspection officials, that at the rear having a quite ornate wind screen, but not a roof, or at least not a decent roof to speak of. The steam dome was covered by a pretty brass casing, now unfortunately lost, and the engine had, among its fittings, in addition to those detailed in the former article, a small hand-fed pump fixed to the frame, and hand-operated brakes. The photograph was taken at the Graz terminus of the railway. And here's another image. Our valued correspondent at the Austrian Southern Railway sent in the accompanying illustrations. So this is what it looked like and how it got powered. And it's got some extra details. And you know, for some reason I thought that it was like a miniature locomotive that got converted to an inspection locomotive like we've seen before on Cursed Trains from Train of Thought's Discord. Go check out his Discord and that sort of thing. But not this time around. So yeah, we should be able to bounce back over here to... I think we're at Cursed Trains in the latest ones. How much longer will I be reading? Not much. But if anybody's got any suggestions or questions or comments they want to make, please make them now while you still can, before I wrap up stream. It's okay, I'll give it a moment. Nothing? Okay, I guess I'll just wrap things up. Well, okay, so I didn't read a specific image because I didn't think it was going to be worth our while, because it's just going to be repeating what was mentioned previously with a few added Gucci Dotty stuff. But yeah, our valued correspondent, Air V. Hogler of the Austrian Southern Railway, has sent the accompanying illustrations of a little inspection locomotive built at the works of that railway in 1876 when he began his railway career in the Graz-Kolfach Railway. My opinion on Up? I think it's a good movie. I think it's alright. Saw it quite a while ago. Probably should see it again. No, this is the Austrian Southern Railway, not Australian Southern Railway. So this is in Austria, which is due east of modern-day Germany. Formerly Austria-Hungary, and at one point Austria stopped existing as a country during the Second World War. But after that, it would become its own country again. But yeah, this consisted virtually of a stationary engine and boiler fitted upon a 4-wheeled truck, the latter having seats at each end that accommodated 4 persons each, while the engine driver and fireman were provided with seats behind the boiler. Extra toasty. Well, these are definitely old locos. what else does it say? The engine, which was the underneath type with 2 cylinders, had 2 flywheels which drove by means of endless straps running over pulleys upon the rear axle of the truck at a speed of 20 miles an hour, which could be attained on a level or downhill, though some of the severe upgrades of the line severely taxed the powers of the small cylinder locomotive. The cylinders were of the dimensions mentioned previously at 118 pounds per square inch. Boiler contained 8 copper tubes and was provided with a steam dome having at the head of the I'm sorry, let me rephrase that. The boiler contained 8 copper tubes and was provided with a steam dome having at its head a ram's-bottom safety valve, while the spring-balanced safety valve was contained in the brass case over the firebox. Between these was a filling cup. Leading from this to the chimney was a small copper pipe forming the blower. There was a feed pump worked by an eccentric on the axle and connected to the water tank. Goosh's valve gear was fitted with the usual quadrant reversing lever in the year 1878 when... Yeah, these are way too long. If you want me to stop, I'll definitely stop here. So what am I less fond of? Yeah, I definitely would fetch 120 bucks on the Facebook Marketplace. But yeah, what am I less fond of? Flying Scotsman or the AR-520? Let's see. I mean the SAR-520. I'm not sure if there were more images, but I can certainly go check. So this is Cursed Trains. Let's see, Benny Boy's Discord. It doesn't look like there's much other than just this extra image. Or video, I should say, with all the power maxed out. On what I'm assuming is Roblox. So yeah, this is the original video. The other one is the reversed version of this. Classic repost. Cheated? No, it's just a repost, no big deal. But yeah, SAR 520. Oh yeah, the South Australian Railways. Not to be mistaken for the South Austrian Railways. So I'm taking a look at this. Yeah, as much as I gave this locomotive in the past, I still feel like I'm more fond of this than the Flying Scotsman to an extent. Excuse me. Oh, don't worry about it. It's Roblox. It's so easy to modify and create your own games in Roblox and set your own inputs. So I wouldn't count it as cheating. But then, again, I don't know what the rules are for that specific game in Roblox. But yeah, he did add as many 9s as possibly. I mean, as much as humanly possible. I'm wondering, was this standard gauge or was it broad gauge? Valve gear, wall shirts, power output. Where's the gauge? Oh, derailed. So yeah, gauge is 5 foot 3 inches. Oh no. Oh no, that's disgusting. That is 1 less point in favor of the South Australian Railways 520 class. Oh boy. But yeah, I don't know what the deal was, why they couldn't be bothered in Australia to have one consistent gauge. because there was narrow gauge and then standard gauge and then broad gauge. And they could have just done what basically every other country does, which is overwhelmingly have one gauge as a standard, whether it's 4'8", 3'6", 3 feet, 3 meters. Even the broad gauge, whose dimensions I don't always recall very well because there's so many. Excuse me. It's like 5:09 in my time zone. It might be 8:08 in your time zone if you're on the East Coast of the United States or in the Caribbean. Or at least certain portions of the Caribbean, I should say. But yeah, any other questions or comments? Well, I won't deny that the loading gauge may be better to accommodate when it comes to those sorts of things, I guess, but yeah. Any other questions? Any other comments? Any other sentiments that anybody wants to bring up? Sorry for the scuff on this stream. I was hoping that things would go uneventfully, but of course I had issues that I wasn't... Oh yeah, I can certainly do that. Hold on. While I go and vanish. If you try hard enough, anything is an instrument, in my opinion, though if you ask Squidward, the answer is no. Mayonnaise is not an instrument. But I imagine it would be hypothetically possible to turn it into one. I know that somebody on YouTube made a video a while back where they used a bunch of dead fish and a bunch of electrical stuff hooked up to it to create an instrument that would take the electrical impulses associated with touching the fish into a note using a computer. And they say you can't, that you can tune a guitar, but you can't tune a fish. But apparently now you can because of technology. So I imagine it'd be possible to do it with mayonnaise as well, though I think it would be more in the nature of taking a mayonnaise jar, drilling some holes into it, just kind of lining the inside with the remnants of whatever mayonnaise is left, creating a place that you can blow into it from the lid, and just using it as an instrument there. Because I have seen people like make instruments you blow into quite easily using nothing but fruit, so I could imagine it would be just as feasible to do it with any number of things, including a mayo jar. I think you'd have a bit of trouble if it was just the mayo by itself, like sitting on a table as a pile of goop. So yeah, I've gotten everything set back up again, so... Okay, I'm back. There will be another stream next week on Friday, if I'm not busy. And yeah, that should be it for this stream. Go check out Train of Thought's Discord, submit your own cursed trains there. There is a 6-hour cooldown after every submission, so don't forget that. Go check out his channel on YouTube. Go check out his Twitter at TrainFactsGuy. These and other things will be in the description down below. I will see you all in the next stream next year if I don't stream anytime sooner. I think it would be the entirety of the Lord of the Rings for me. If only. I don't think I'm going to be there in Times Square. Anyway, so yeah, thank you all for watching. Streams are only made possible through the engagements and financial support of viewers like you, and I thank you for that. So if you haven't already, favorite, like, share, subscribe, with notifications on. Don't forget, if you're able to, go ahead and become a patron over at patreon.com, or you can become a member here on YouTube for 99 cents a month, or you could donate a super chat or donate more directly to the Stream Elements link. These and other things will be in the description down below. I thank you all for watching.
The Milwaukee Road.
I will see you in the next one, and until then, take care, stay awesome, stay true to yourself, and remember to never give up. Merry Christmas, Hanukkah, New Year's, Solstice, Kwanzaa, etc., etc. But just in general, happy holidays, everybody. I'll see you in the next one. Bye, everybody.